Sabah everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you a review of an active cooling vest. Yes, that's a vest that cools you down whenever you're outdoors doing activities that will generally raise your body temperature. So it's basically an AC unit in a vest. We're going to check it out. It's currently on Indiegogo and I want to say thank you very much for allowing me to check it out, but let's not waste any time. Let me share with you guys why this is cool. So here's the vest. There's two colors. We got the camo here, and then there's the additional gray one on the side. There's two zippers, two pockets, one pocket on the right side for the power bank, and they do include a power bank in the box. Now, this is a very unique power bank. This actually gets charged from either a 5-volt 1 amp or a 5.2 amp charger, so that's normal charging. It does come with an included micro USB cable to charge. There's two USB ports here. The only thing I want to mention to you guys, though, is do not use this if you do get the system. This is not intended to be used for charging anything else, so you can't charge your phone from it. You can't try to do anything else, as the output is 12 volt at 0.5 amps. So the rating on here is different than what your normal smartphones will take. So just be aware of that. Even though you have two ports, the intention here is one is a backup to the other. In case one of the ports fails, you have a secondary port to use. And this is about 5,000 milliamp. Basically, we'll put it into this pocket. This pocket on the right side or on the left side of the vest itself has one carrier. What you would do essentially is just plug it in. Well, first they recommend is turning on the power. There's a power meter here on the right side. Plug in the cable and then put it in the housing, and that's pretty much all you need to do. As long as you make sure that the power is on, you're pretty much done. The material is actually pretty good. It feels like a regular outdoor kind of a vest that you're normally used to use. The actual inner part of it, and I want to share this with you guys real quick, you'll notice here there's some tubing, and these tubings are essentially what the water is going to be going through. So when I said active cooling, which you meant, you know, like an AC kind of a unit, it really is, because what it's doing, it's running the water, the cold water, all around your body, all around the top. It goes to the top part of the actual vest here, and it circles down, as well as the power bank. So there's a power cable here that goes from the power bank that goes all the way to the top behind the back, behind your back, all the way to the other side here. And we do have some adjustment Velcro here. Let's go ahead and bring this into the frame. So on the side, there's an adjustment Velcro option that allows you to, it basically changes the sizes, so you can either go very, very thin or expand it to make sure that it fits you. And of course, just adjust the Velcro to get it to where you want it to be, and then it adjusts and it looks pretty good. Now, the other side is really where the magic happens. You'll notice there's a button here, and this is going to be how we activate our actual system. The system itself is housed in the right pocket, and pretty much what we're doing here is a couple of things. We have a water pump, which will allow the water to circulate throughout the actual jacket. And again, as I mentioned to you guys, it goes all the way in the back, so your entire back is covered. On the sides here, so you'll see here there's some ones on the side, so there's on the pockets on the right and left, and then there's one that goes around your neck to give you that cooling up there. But what I was mentioning to you here is we have the power connector that connects directly into the power button, as well as connects to the power bank on the other side. We have water hoses here, one here, and they're connected to the actual water pump. Now you may be asking me, TK, all of this is cool, you have water, it's circulating, but how does it actually cool down? Well, here's where the cooling concept comes in. There's 6 of these little packs that that they give you in the back, and what these are essentially is, this is drinkable water plastic grade plastic that you can use to ice. So you put enough water in here, leave a little bit of space obviously for expansion, and then when you're done with this, you just put it in here, and this pack will generate, obviously by cold temperature transfer, it'll cool down the water that's in the pack and allow it to go through as you're circulating. But to start off the entire process, you obviously need to put some water in here, and they do provide you 6 of them with a carrying case, so that whenever you're out, you're never going to be running out of this. So for an extended amount of time, if you're out and about, this is definitely going to work for you. Now, as I mentioned, you do need to put some water in here to start off, and these are actually pretty much very well sealed. So you just spin them off in one direction, you're able to open it up. See right there, it clamps up. And they do recommend at the beginning to turn it on when you first set it up, if you want to get that nice boost, so that you don't have to wait for the water in here to cool down from the ice pack, is to actually throw some ice cubes in here. They say basically put it in, here you go, so a couple of ice cubes. And the cool thing about it is, because there's water in there, it'll start melting the ice cubes for you. So you're right there, you'll just mix it up, and that basically will speed up the process of the cooling. Not too many, but just enough to put in. And of course, at the end, just basically open up the clamps. Here, 1, 2, and make sure you spin them all the way so that it creates that seal. Because without that seal, you're going to have a lot of water on yourself. And that's pretty much it right there. So, and what you want to do here, of course, when you want to clean this up, you can basically just open it up and put it in. And at this point, I put the ice packs, or the ice cubes, and here's the ice pack. And then you're pretty much done. This is just really intended to be there, and then once you connect it, you're pretty much set. The tubing and everything else will go through, and then you can just zip it, and your ice pack is done, and you're pretty much ready to use it. And just to kind of give you guys a sound, just real quick, so this is what it would sound like. Wearing this should be pretty much like a regular vest, except more fitted. You want it to be close to you, as that's the best way to transfer the cold temperature to your own body to cool you down. So I wanted to test this out for you guys. I'm going to put it on, turn it on, and then basically just see. They're saying within a minute you should be able to feel this, to try to see if I can basically show that I'm able to cool down or not. So let's look at it here. It's about 82 degrees. So that's basically with the gun on my shirt. So this is not my body temperature, but again, this temperature should be cooler the next time we take it out. Again, everything else is pretty much done. There's not much space as far as putting anything else other maybe than keys or something a little bit small here next to the power bank. But for the most part, this is not intended to carry anything other than its own cooling equipment. So at this point, all I have to do is just push the button. And you can kind of hear it. It's working here on the right side. I'm going to allow it to go for about a minute, and then we'll come back. We'll see how the temperature is, where we took that measurement, as we do have a lot of the water circulation going on there. On the right side, I didn't feel like it was a very right temperature to be able to grab, as the pack is sitting there. So I can instantly feel the cold temperature in the back. So the lower back right now is cool. And I can start seeing it permeating through the rest of the body again. The cold ice, the ice cubes that we put in there will basically speed up the process. So you will feel that nice rush of cold temperature, and you don't have to have it on all the time, of course. So you need it, turn it on, you don't, keep it off. But I can tell you right now, yes, my back is definitely feeling the cold temperature, and starting to feel a little bit on the left side as it's getting there. It's again circulating through all of the tubing, and yeah, pretty much my entire back now is, I can feel it, it's cooler. And when I mean cooler, meaning it's getting colder. You can feel the temperature cooling down, like if you had a breeze of air coming on you and you feel getting it colder. So that's basically how it feels now. It's getting colder and colder, and I can actually feel it here. So if I put my hands on the actual tubes, you can feel the cold water. So it's very nice. It's the best way to describe it is it's like wearing an ice pack. That's the best way to describe it. It's not super loud where it becomes too obnoxious. I'm hoping you guys can hear me well. I think my audio meter shows pretty good. And overall, it's just basically just cooling and bringing down the temperature. And I'm not going to leave it too long. It's intended to be obviously for extended use, and your body is going to be warmer than what mine is right now. This is in the office controlled temperature. But I wanted to see basically is, will it drop it under the 82 degrees that we saw? And if it does, then that's obviously a plus for us. If my body was warmer, this will obviously combat that, to try to keep it cooled down, especially when you're outdoors. Very, very easy, very simple. I think it's about a minute now since I've been talking. I'm not sure, but I wanted to just double check. Yeah, my back definitely feels very cold. It's not icy cold, but it's cool. It's like you had, the best way to describe it would be, again, if you had basically like an ice cube, put it around a towel and then put that on your skin. That's the level of temperature that you're getting there. And it basically just permeates throughout the body. So let's go ahead and turn it off. And I'm going to take, again, the same temperature one more time in the same spot as I did before. Sorry, we'll take the temperature one more time. Yep, 79. It dropped me down by 3 degrees in 1 minute. And again, this is on the bottom left. My back is a lot colder. Unfortunately, I can't reach back there to give you guys a temperature. Overall, it works very well. It does actually what it's intending to do. There is 2 versions of this. There's the heavy duty and the standard. This is the standard with the battery and the as well as the water and the water pump are all packed within here. And at the end part, the ice packs, once they melt, because if you use drinkable water in there to be able to, before you start this entire process, those things turn into water bottles. So you could use those as water bottles later on. Other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Definitely interesting tech, mobile tech, and it will make your life a lot easier, especially if you're outdoor and you want to be able to basically just stay cool and enjoy the outdoors without overheating. Like and subscribe as usual. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for the support, and I'm just gonna go chill now.